With drug overdoses near record levels, today the FDA approved for the first time an over-the-counter version of the opioid antidote Narcan.
The nasal spray was first approved in 2015 and has been shown to be safe and easy to administer as well. Dr. Frank McGeorge is here to explain how being over-the-counter could help tip the scales in these fights against opioid overdose deaths.
That is absolutely the hope, Pam and Karen. So Narcan works by rapidly blocking the receptors that bind opioids. When the effect of the narcotic is blocked, the person will begin to breathe again and hopefully even regain consciousness. It is a critical rescue medication and antidote to an opioid overdose, and having it more widely available should help avert many preventable deaths.
To me, it's sort of like CPR, or an EpiPen. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It can save a life.
Dr. Elizabeth Boulat, Director of Addiction Medicine at Henry Ford Health, says making Narcan available over the counter will hopefully remove some barriers.
The challenge in current state has been, of course, knowing that it's available. The other piece is the cost. It's quite expensive.
Narcan is currently available at pharmacies, community events, and even vending machines that dispense it for free. But access is still a problem.
To be honest, in terms of the vending machines, I'm not even aware of where those are located. I think that, it's awareness and education. Community resources are far and few. And there's always a limit of supply. But I think that being something that's over the counter, it should be much more accessible and ultimately, inexpensive.
In a press release, the FDA commissioner said that they encourage the manufacturer to make accessibility to the product a priority by making it available as soon as possible and at an affordable price. But pricing details have not been released. Nevertheless, Dr. Boulat believes it's another important step.
Having Narcan available to the public is the first step of trying to save lives, but having it now available throughout pharmacies and stores over the counter is just going to take it to the next level so that it's as simple to get as Tylenol or Motrin. And I think that, this is just hopefully the next step during this kind of epidemic that we're going to start to save lives.
Now, the bottom line is, in Detroit, although not perfect, we've actually had more access to Narcan through community events and vending machines than most of the country has. And now, making it available over the counter nationwide is really going to expand availability even more after it becomes available in coming months.
So, Doc, what do you make of it? If it's more widely available, is it something that you think that everybody should maybe have inside of their homes?
Interesting question. And I think the simple answer is no. It's really meant for a few group of people in particular. Anyone that's actively using illicit substances who could inadvertently overdose, that's one. Anyone who has family or friends that they're concerned about, like the family of people in recovery, for example. And then any people who are on prescribed high doses of narcotics. Because even with a prescription, accidental overdoses can occur. So if it's in the home, even if it's not the patient themselves, maybe a child takes it, and having it available is important.
All right, good advice. We appreciate it. Thank you, Doctor.